Welcome to Catherine's tutorial. In this video, we'll learn about morphology of cockroach, morphology of cockroach. Before knowing about the morphology, we should know the systematic position of cockroach. Cockroach belongs to the phylum Arthropoda, which means jointed appendages or jointed legs. It belongs to a class Insecta. It comes under the order Orthoptera. It comes under the genus Periplaneta. So genus name should comes in caps, Periplaneta, and species Americana. Americana, like A should start with lowercase and P should start with uppercase according to the rules of nomenclature. Okay, this is a classification of Periplaneta Americana. So these organisms are omnivorous organism. Omnivorous, which means they feed on all type of food items. The organisms are nocturnal organism, which means they come out only during night time to find their food. And these organisms, the color of the body color is brown in color. It may also exhibit red, green and yellow, which are seen in tropical regions. The tropical region cockroaches are having the body color as red, green and yellow, but what we are learning about is Periplaneta, so it shows a bright brown color structure. The body is covered by exoskeleton, that is chitinous in nature. The body is covered by chitinous exoskeleton. And one more important thing, they are the vectors of number of diseases. Okay, they carry some disease causing organism, they cause diseases, that is why they are known as vectors of number of diseases. Now we'll just see about the complete structure of cockroach in detail. So when you draw a diagram of cockroach, so along with the diagram we'll learn, so that makes your learning easy. So the region which is larger and it is conical in shape, followed by one more structure and followed by one more structure. The entire structure is known as thorax, and this is prothorax, mesothorax, and this is metathorax. Among all these three thorax segments, the prothorax is the larger one. So on top of this, you can able to find the head region of the organism. On top of this, you can able to find the head region of the organism, which bears a compound eyes, which is on the lateral side of the organism. The compound eyes are seen towards the lateral side of the organism, and you can able to find a pair of antennae arising from a socket-like structure that is next to the eyes. A pair of antennae arises. So this is antennae. This antennae has sensory receptors. Okay. These antennae has sensory receptors, that is sense of touch and smell. You can able to find on the antennae region of the cockroach. And these are a pair of large compound eyes. They exhibit a kind of vision known as mosaic vision. So this particular region, okay, where you can able to find head, eye and antennae together, they are known as head region. And followed by this, you can be able to draw the abdominal segments. The abdominal segments are 10 in number. So this region is known as abdomen. So the body of cockroach is divided into head region, thorax region, and abdomen. Okay, so the abdomen contains 10 segments. So I'm just numbering it. The body of cockroaches divided into head region, thorax and abdomen. Okay, so these cockroaches, the length of cockroaches are around 4 centimeter. The width of cockroaches, the width of the body is 1 centimeter. The length of the body is 4 centimeter in cockroaches. That is adult cockroaches. Length is 4 centimeter and the width of the body is 1 centimeter in adult cockroaches. We can able to divide the body of cockroach into head region, thorax and abdomen. Now we'll just see one by one. So we'll just start with the head region. So what are the regions we can able to find in head? We'll just start with the antennae. As I've told you earlier, the antennae has sensory receptors which will help them the antennae has sensory receptors which will help them to find out the touch and smell. And followed by the head, you can able to find a pair of compound eyes. These compound eyes has units. Okay, it is around 2000 in number. So those units are known as ommatidia. Okay, when you take the eyes of the cockroaches, it is kidney shaped in structure and it is present on the lateral side of the head. It is present on the lateral side of the head. So it contains number of units. Okay, they are known as photoreceptors. So they exhibit a kind of vision known as mosaic vision. Now we'll move on to the next region, the important region, thorax. The head of the cockroach is connected to the thorax, that is prothorax, by means of a small structure which is not visible on the dorsal view, and that structure is known as neck. Okay, so the neck and the prothorax, the head and prothorax is connected by a delicate membrane. Okay, so it is a membranous connection between prothorax and head region that forms the neck region of the organism, which is not visible on the dorsal side of the organism. Okay, so now we'll move on to thorax region. The thorax is divided into prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax. When you take the prothorax, in all these pro, meso and metathorax, you can able to find a pair of walking legs. All these walking legs are identical. They are actually similar. We'll just draw the expanded structure. So as smaller region, not a smaller region, it is the first segment of the leg of the cockroach known as coxae. Followed by coxae, you can able to find a somewhat longer structure known as femur. Followed by femur, you can able to find one more structure known as tibia. Tibia has movable segments. It is 5 in number. So these segments are 5 in number. So these segments are known as podomeres, or they are also known as tarsomeres. Okay, and at the end of this you can able to find a claws on both the side, and there will be a small pad like structure which will help the organism to hold the surface. So this is claws and this is pad like structure which will help the organism to hold the surface. Whether it is rough or smooth surface, they help them to hold the surface area. A pair of walking legs here. I am drawing it for I am drawing it on one side, because the other side will draw wings so that it will be visible. So 3 pairs of walking legs which are identical, okay, which contains 5 segments, that is coxae, femur, tibia and podomeres. That important structure known as here. Okay, the important structure which connects coxae with the femur is known as trochanter. Trochanter, okay, which connects coxae with the femur. Okay, now we'll move on to the wings. present in these organisms. The wings are present, they start from the prothorax region. The first pair of wings arises from the mesothorax region, okay, where you can able to find it is arising from the segment between pro and meso. So here you can able to find the first pair of wings are arising here. So these first pair of wings, okay, these wings are known as elytra or tegmina. So they are known as elytra, or they are also known as tegmina. Elytra or tegmina is the name of the four wings, okay. So I will write here, the four wings are known as elytra or tegmina. What is the function of four wings? It gives protection. When the organism is at rest, the four wings will cover the body of the organism. In most of the cases, the four wings will extend beyond the abdomen. So you can able to see the wings are extending beyond the abdomen in cockroaches. So the function of the four wings is nothing but only protection. Wings are arising from the junction between meso and meta. So you can able to find one more pair of wings. I'm just drawing it here. These wings, the second pair of wings are known as hind wings. These hind wings will help in flight. So the four wings will help in protection. The hind wings will help in flight in these group of organism. And the most important structure that we have to learn is about the mouth part. When I was talking about head region, we just left this mouth part of this organism. We'll just see, then we'll go with the remaining structure. Now we'll just move on to the head region, where we left actually head. The head region consists of mouth parts. Apart from eyes and apart from antennae, the mouth parts are present in cockroaches. They exhibit biting and chewing type of mouth parts. Biting and chewing type, and that is why it is known as mandibulate, or which is also known as orthopterous type. Okay, so they have biting and chewing kind of mouth part. So what are these structures are present in mouth parts? So we'll just start with labrum, a pair of mandibles. Can able to find a pair of maxillae, and also you can able to find labium. So the mouth part consists of all these structure: labrum, a pair of mandibles, a pair of maxillae, and labium. Labrum is known as upper lip and labium is known as lower lip. When you just one more structure is present in mouth part, is known as hypopharynx. This hypopharynx is nothing but it is the tongue of the cockroaches. The tongue of the cockroach is known as hypopharynx. It is also known as lingua. The name which is given to the tongue of cockroach is nothing but hypopharynx and lingua. And these organism has hypognathous type of mouth part. These organism has hypognathous type of mouth part. What is the meaning of hypognathous? The mouth part of the organism is facing towards the earth's surface. You imagine it is the organism, the head of the organism. This is a body of cockroach. The head or the mouth region is facing towards the earth's surface. So this type of mouth part or this type of arrangement is known as hypognathous. So cockroaches are hypognathous type of insects. The next region what you are going to learn is about abdomen. The abdominal segments are 10 in number. So it is 10 in number. It is equal in both male and female. Both male and female cockroaches have 10 segments in their abdomen. And one more important thing, as we have initially we were learning about introductory part where we learned skeleton is chitinous in nature. So these segments are small chitinous structures. Okay, they are known as scleroids. Okay, so the small chitinous plates in this organism is known as scleroids. sclerites. It is an external or exoskeleton which is of hard plate-like structures. Okay, it is attached with each other by means of a simple membrane known as arthroidal membrane. So this is the name of a membrane which attaches these pieces. Okay, these pieces with each other by means of this delicate membrane only it has been attached here. Okay, so these sclerites, when you can able to find the sclerites on dorsal side, and that is known as tergum or tergites. If you can able to find this exoskeleton, that is sclerite pieces on the ventral side, it is the dorsal side. When you can able to find them on the ventral side, it is known as sternites. Or if you are finding them on the lateral region, if you can able to find them on the lateral side of the organism, and that is known as pleurites. This is lateral side. So the sclerotic plates, the hard plates that covers the body of the cockroaches, when you can able to find them on the dorsal surface, they are named as tergites. If you can able to find them on the ventral surface, they are known as sternites. If you can able to find them on the lateral surface, it is known as pleurites. And all these tergites, sternites and pleurites are joined together by means of a small delicate membrane known as arthroidal membrane. Okay, now we'll just move on to the abdominal segment. So the segments in cockroaches are 10 in number, that is both male and female. And the important structures in case of this abdominal region were differentiate male from female externally. Okay, there are some external differences between male and female where you can able to observe and differentiate male and female cockroaches. We'll just go with one by one. The structures from 7th, 8th and 9th segment. In case of female cockroaches, they fuse and they form a common structure known as brood pouch or genital pouch. Brood pouch or genital pouch, which is seen on the 7, 8 and 9 segment. They are fused together and they form a brood pouch or genital pouch. This pouch has anterior part and posterior part. The anterior part has female gonopore, that is reproductive opening. Female gonopore. It also has spermathecae which will help them to store these sperms during copulation. Spermathecae are spermatical pores, and they also have collateral gland. So when we learn about reproduction, we learn about these glands in detail. So it is collateral glands are present on the anterior region of brood pouch or genital pouch, which is present on the 7th, 8th and 9th segment of female. Okay, and the posterior part contains a oothecal chamber. This oothecal chamber will help in the formation of cocoon during a reproductive process. Okay, and when we take the male, the 8th and 9th segment in case of female, the 8th and 9th segment in case of male, they fuse and they form a brood pouch, genital pouch in male cockroaches, and it contains male genital pore, male genital pore. And one more important thing, these openings, male genital pore and female gonopore, okay, the reproductive openings are covered by a special structure known as gynovalvular plates. Okay, so I'll write here the genital pores, both male and female, is surrounded by gynovalvular plate. Gynovalvular plates. Structures. Okay, there is a structure arising from the 9th segment. These are a pair of structure that is present in both male and female, and this is known as anal cerci. And one more structure that differentiates male cockroach from the female cockroach is nothing but there is a filamentous structure arising from the 10th segment of the organism, and this segment, this filamentous structure is a paired structure you can able to find only in male cockroaches. So this is known as anal style. This is one more difference where we can able to differentiate male from female cockroaches. Only the male cockroaches has anal style. It is absent in female cockroaches. And anal cerci is common for both male and female. Will help in identifying the vibrations It will help the organism to identify the vibrations on the environment. Okay. By the next video, we'll learn about the next structure in detail. Thank you.